Did you know there's a forgotten rule in vampire folklore? One that has nothing to do with garlic, crosses, or even sunlight. This rule, this ancient secret, is all about counting. Across Eastern Europe, from Romania to Serbia, people believed you could stop a vampire dead in its tracks without a single weapon. All you had to do was spill something: millet seeds, poppy seeds, rice, anything small and numerous. Some legends even mentioned tangled threads or knotted fishing nets. The belief was that vampires suffer from a condition we might call arithmomania, a compulsive, obsessive need to count every single object they encounter. So, if a creature of the night was stalking you, you'd scatter a handful of seeds on the ground. The vampire would be forced to stop, compelled to count every last one by one. This idea is incredibly old. In Romania, early tales of the Strigoi describe this very weakness. In Greece, similar spirits called the Mormo were said to be trapped by forcing them into mathematical order. This isn't just a European thing, either. Even the Chinese Jiangxi, the hopping vampire, was thought to be distracted by bags of rice. So why did so many different cultures believe this? It likely stems from the ancient concept of chaos versus order. Spirits born from violent or unfinished deaths were seen as beings of pure chaos. A repetitive, orderly task like counting could impose order on that chaos, essentially trapping the spirit in a loop. By scattering seeds, you weren't fighting the monster. You were casting a spell of delay. You were buying yourself precious time, enough for the sun to rise or for you to make your escape. In many villages, it was common for families to keep a bowl of poppy seeds right by the front door, not for baking, but for protection. This belief even extended to burial practices. Some graves were filled with seeds, a final measure to ensure that if the dead were to rise, they'd be too busy counting to ever leave their coffin. Even now, in some rural communities, you can still hear the old whispers, the old advice passed down through generations. If you feel something restless following you home, leave the seeds. Let the dead do the counting.